Greetings. This is Pastor David Froemming, Christ Lutheran Church in Lancaster and St. Paul Lutheran Church of Benton with the Midweek devotion. On Sunday, we heard about Jesus calling us to be salt, to add goodness to life. And then we heard, though, also about how the disciples were obstructing goodness, and Jesus had a hard message against being a stumbling block. And I'm looking at a passage now that helps explain why do we get caught up in being opposed to good things in our life when we become parts of groups and group movements and become identified with them so much that we lose sight of what is the common good. Jesus is speaking about being faithful in Luke's Gospel, chapter 16. And there's this passage I came across this past week where the Pharisees, a religious group in Jesus' own culture of the Israelites, Luke writes, the Pharisees, who were lovers of money, heard all this and they ridiculed Jesus. So Jesus said to them, you are those who justify yourselves in the sight of others, but God knows your hearts. For what is prized by human beings is an abomination in the sight of God. Lovers of money. And I want to make a point about money. The influence of money in our world today is a huge problem. It's something that we need to get control of, and it's out of control. Ever since the 2010 Supreme Court ruling of Citizens United, corporations have unlimited money in the political process, and money is free speech. But that's a problem, because now money is controlling too many of our representatives. Just as Jesus saw in his time the problem with the Pharisees and the love of money and power. When we think about the issues of common good we should be resolving today, this pandemic being one of them, or any other number of issues, whether it's the environment or whether it's health care, it all comes back to this issue of the influence of money. And we can't be with that identity and that group identity and that power. We need to be about the things we heard in the gospel this week, to be salt, to be about the common good for everyone. And so think about this relationship, because it's an important one. It's a powerful one. It goes way back to Jesus' time. The influence of money distracting us from doing what is right. We need to be salt. We need to be about the things of God's reign, social justice, and not about serving power that is only self-serving.